Hello friends and my dear students. Once again, I would like to welcome you all my YouTube channel. I am Sunil Sangre going to teach you the unit number 5, the concept of digital to analog converter and analog to digital converter. So basically, today we are going to discuss the first concept, digital to analog conversion, and then we'll going to discuss analog to digital conversion. But before that, we should know why we should convert the digital to analog and analog to digital. So here, the basic fundamental requirement, both data about the physical world and the control signals sent to the interact with the physical world are typically analog or continuously varying quantities. But, but in order to use the power of digital electronics, one must convert from analog to digital from on the experimental measurement end and convert from the digital to analog from on the control or output end of the laboratory system. So that purpose, the data can be in the form of analog, and that data is given to the digital system, and after accepting the digital system, the data should be analyzed, perform that particular operation on that data, and after that performing that operation, the data should be given in the form of what? Analog. So that purpose, the data should be converted analog to digital and vice versa, analog to digital, like this. So the first method we are going to discuss, that is a digital to analog conversion, and that is also called as a DAC. So here, the digital to analog conversion, basic fundamental concept, how the digital to analog conversion can happen. When data is in a binary form, the zeros and ones may be of several form, such as a TTL form, where the logic 0 may be a value of to 0.8 volt, and 1 may be a voltage from 2 to 5 volt. So always in the digital system, the data always considered in the two form, zeros and 1, but that 0 may be considered in the form of voltage. But here, suppose the logic use TTL logic, in that the value can be for the 0, the voltage can be from 0 to 0.8 volt, and for the one, the voltage may be from 2 to 5 volt. The data can be converted to clean digital form using gates, which are designed to be on or off depending on the value of the incoming signal. Data in a clean binary digital form can be converted to an analog form by using a summing amplifier. For the example, a simple 4-bit digital to analog converter can be made with the 4 input summing amplifier. So for that purpose, suppose there are 4-bit binary number or digital number, so it required a 4 summing amplifier. This is the or these are the basically different approaches. So here, two approaches we are going to discuss. That is, the first one is binary to weighted DAC, and second one is R to R ladder. So we'll see the first one, weighted sum DAC. One way to achieve digital to analog conversion is to use summing amplifier. Already we discussed in a previous slide. This approach is not satisfactory for the large number of bits because it's required too much precision in the summing register. So here, suppose you have the 5 bit digital data or binary data, so it required 5 parallel the weighted registers. So the precision can be changed. So for that, that is one of the drawback of that weighted sum DAC. The problem is overcome in the R2R network DAC, and that problem is overcome by the R2R ladder network. So here, this is the basic diagram or structure for the weighted sum DAC. So here, consider the 4-bit binary or digital data. So here V reference, voltage reference is here, and the MSB to LSB, there are four binary inputs are given through like this, and these are the parallel connector R to R by 2, R by 4, and R by 8. These are the weighted registers, and after that we'll get the analog output through the V out. So this is the weighted sum DAC. Suppose we are providing 1101 through this weighted DAC. So here the 10K, 5K, 2.5K, 1.25K, these are the weighted registers are connected here. Through that, this one 10K R3 register is here, which is connected through the amplifier, and after that we'll get the exactly the V out, that is analog output, after multiplying that all the values of resistance value, and after calculating that all things will get the analog output. So the previous method having drawback is what? It is only used for the particular bits up to 4 bits. So that problem overcome by the R2R ladder. So also the in a weighted register DAC having required specific precision register. So that all drawbacks is overcome by the R2R ladder. So here these two methods can be used, voltage mode and current mode. So here the V reference is thing is connected for the giving the input, and so when we are giving the 111, so that time the switch is connected to V reference, and if we are providing 00, that time that switch is connected to ground. So this is basically method, this R2R ladder, and another one is this method is by in a current mode. So this is the V out. How the V out we can find out? V reference upon R by the V reference in the bracket of D0 upon 16 plus D0 upon D1 upon 8 plus D2 upon 4 plus D3 upon 2, and after that we'll get the exactly the V out, that is the analog output after summing that amplifiers, and this is the formula. The summing amplifier with the R2R ladder, the resistance shown reduced produce the output where the disk take the value 0 or 1. The digital inputs could be TTL voltage, which close the switches on the logical 1 and leave the grounded for the logical 0. This is illustrated for the 4-bit, but can be extended to any number with just the resistor value R2R. Yes. So here that previous weighted DAC having that drawback, which is overcome here. The another method, analog to digital, that is the ADC. ADC basic principles of operation is to use the comparator principle to determine whether or not to turn on the particular bit of the binary number output. So it is typically for an ADC to use the digital to analog converter DAC to determine one of the input to the comparator. So this is the basic architecture or structure of ADC. There are three basic types of or approaches to convert analog to digital: digital ramp ADC, successive approximation ADC, and flash ADC. So first of all, digital ramp ADC conversion from the analog to digital from the inherently involves comparator action where the value of the analog voltage at some point in time is compared with the some standard. A common way to do that it is apply the analog voltage to one terminal of a comparator and trigger a binary counter which is drives as DAC. So this is the diagram which is shows the how analog to digital conversion is happen. The output of the deck is applied to the other terminal of the comparator. Since the output of the deck is increasing with the counter, it will trigger the comparator at the some point when its voltage exceeds the analog input. The transition of the comparator stop the binary counter, which at the that point hold the digital value corresponding to the analog voltage. So thank you for watching.